Hello everybody, we are back on Sodor Island, building our main, I don't know, our main line or like our rail network basically. We're trying to connect everything on the island. And I played a bit off camera to like extend and test out some of the mods. So I got the conveyor system working now. It was working just fine, the mod is fine, and it also shows animations for like loading, unloading and transferring stuff. It's just that with our industry expanded mod, or like it's not industry expanded, it's oh, I forgot the name. So it just don't have like has textures for like everything set up. But it mostly works fine when we use the like more modern conveyor belt system, which I needed to change some parameters in the mod itself to like enable it earlier. But it's fine now. And I'm pretty happy with it. It looks great and it works great. So I pulled a bit, like I worked a bit more on our harbor setup and added some fake trains which are running around to like have some movement, and I changed some of the lines and some of the other stuff. So we should continue with like building out our network area. And that should be it for today, I hope. Let's see how far we get everything done, which is our plan nowadays. I'm not that sure. I'm always not really sure what I want to do in this game. I mean, it's connected, and like if I look at it, it doesn't look like I want to do like much. But then when I zoom into it, I'm like, oh yeah, we want to like add more decoration here and like add some fake trains, and like these cars look nice, and there's some cool options and like some other stuff. It's pretty mixed from a standpoint. It's not realistic at all. We have like train attachments and wagons from like every European country available, but it's still fun. So let's get back into it, and hopefully everything works. So let's think about it. We have our harbor set up, but it's mostly done already. Like we have our train station, and it has enough base. Technically I realized that like our train station has way too long damn it, terminals. They're way too long because our parking area basically is way shorter. So we have like 250 meters or 260 meters here. And most of our trains at the moment are like in this size category, so it fits all nice, but perhaps it's like future-proofing it. But then I'm not sure, we need probably like move our yard up or something. But we also could leave it like this. It's, I don't know. It's like old infrastructure then, and like it gets janky in the future, but it's fine because it's too expensive to change everything. We are like a small, I think we are an island nation. I would say we are. So that's the way we can like, we have like ancestry with like British people or something like this, but that's it. So we should build like a custom station here. That's my idea basically for it. This is like, in my opinion, mainland, and this is also the mainland. So I mean, we will have probably a ferry station here and customs here, like here probably, and then transfer people or something like that. And we will do the same here at some point, but I'm not sure yet how we do it. Also, we need to rework like a lot of the areas, which are like just working out to like make us some money while we are building nice areas. So let's take some time and think about what we do here. So these fake trains are quite nice. It took me some time to get the mod running which has fake trains. The only bad thing is it's like the wagons are like limited to like 14 kilometers per hour, And I'm not sure if it's like a balancing act so you don't misuse it. One moment. I have problem with Poland at the moment. I don't know, it's the trees or something outside. Sorry. So we have some fake trains set up. Not just the decoration trains which don't move, we also have like the moving ones. But they don't cost us really money, so it's fine to let them run, but they run pretty slow. So we probably need to change them later on, so we don't have like, so they don't block block the lines, which is kind of scary, like this situation. Because they don't drive. Because I set them up so they use like this fake line as well, which has no purpose. So we have some movement between like the train, the harbor and the train station. But it also complicates the whole setup with like how we route trains. We have like crossing stations like on these two, and I think here as well, yes. So basically we can like drive into all slots from like both sides if it works out. I hope at least. It all pretty much depends on how we route it with the signals later, but I'm not yet sure how we set it up. I also added like a truck station to the harbor. I built into here, and some fencing everywhere, but that's not that important too. So I added a truck station and one of like our conveyor belts to cement plant, so we don't have another train station here anymore, which didn't make sense in like our route planning. I also have a mod for a raft, which I want to add later here somewhere. Like, I don't know if we have it already, but I don't think so. There are like some interesting like industry assets, but we don't have the money yet technically, because we have like, I don't know, like 40 million and they cost. Oh, they like, some of them are cheap and some are really expensive. I'm not sure yet. Because we also have like, I added the power factory the power plant mod. So we should add some at some points. I don't really know yet how we export power, where we need to export it to, but like there are some products. But we have the tuning mod as well, where we can basically add what towns request. So we should be able to supply like everything. If we have like some supplies which we don't have really to go anywhere, we can like send them to towns, or we like my idea was like we add one of like this multi-stations and stuff like here, so it's basically like export to the mainland, something like that. I'm not that sure, because it's kind of like role-playing and stuff. I also added a bus line in these two towns, like not a bus line, it's a tram line, and then like an over-country bus which goes down here. Because technically the plan was to add like a train line, which we will still do, but I'm not happy with like this setup here which we have at the moment, and I'm not sure, because we need to change most of these stations because I'm unhappy with them now. The only station I'm pretty much happy with at the moment is this one, but we also need to fix, I mean we don't need to fix it, but I kind of would like to have access from this line to this line, which I mean we could probably do underground, but I'm not sure how that will work out. I mean, we could make a tunnel here and then join underground, which should work probably, which perhaps we do. I'm not sure. We have the space here for it. There's no other tunnel here. Yeah, perhaps we do that. And then we need to like plan a bit the growth of like Province Gate, because it extends, or like it grows fast now because we supplied with more stuff, but we need to figure some stuff out. I also changed, I enabled another mod which balances our like capacities and also rebalance the pricing for like vehicles after we balance like capacity to like seats and stuff, and then we also added like capacity and price balancing, because it was not like it worked fine, but some of like we have a lot of really nice buses, but like they have really weird capacities. I'm still not happy with them, but it's better than what it was before, because we look at them, it's like now it's 27, but before it was like 11 or something, with like a bus and a wagon, and it's still like kind of like, now they're like have a lot more people. They're still kind of expensive, but not so expensive that we can't afford them anymore. But they're too slow anyway. So it's like kind of annoying, because this one is like the most efficient at the moment still. And I added some of these into Cornscale as like local transfer. And I don't know, perhaps some others. But it's like, I don't know, it's usually like the price balancing is still, I mean, like for 46 now it's better, but like it still doesn't make sense for me. I'm not sure. It's the game's internal logic which balances the prices, and I don't know like how it uses like power and like capacity and rate and whatever loading speed to calculate the prices per year, or like the maintenance fees. I'm not like, because the prices of the vehicle itself, like I don't care that much about, but I mean the prices are not so expensive, but it's like I prefer to have my lines like somewhat profitable, even if they're not absolutely profitable. Oh, these ones are way bigger now as well, so probably don't need as many anymore managed vehicles. So let's sell some. It's not that big anyway. And yeah, my train lines are like constantly like making problems because of pricing. Yeah, you have too many as well. So just sell them, because your local network is not, I mean it's not that much traffic though, because most of them go via train now. There's not much bus traffic. We still want our over-country bus lines, because this game is like the setup for like which transfer method they choose. It's really like confusing sometimes. With like, if you have trains and trucks, they usually take trains for like cargo, but like for people transfer, like some people will take the bus. I don't know if there's like a pricing thing behind it, which should be probably. I read at some point, I think, about it, like some, like from like the simulation perspective of like your guest, the guest you transfer, there's like some price point behind it or something, where like they decide like, oh, I don't have enough money for like the train, but I can afford the bus and something like that. But I'm not that sure. But it mostly works. So like what is this? I have always passenger transport. I have so many problems with like with the terminology, and it's not like it's a problem of my English. It's mainly because most of the words are the same in like my native language, so it's I don't know. It makes me kind of sound stupid, but it's fine. So yeah, I don't know. We can't do much with our harbor at the moment. I probably want to add like the posted sorting center, so we have at least some traffic. Then we can replace one of the fake lines with like one of the slower like trains, basically for sorting like postal stuff from this station to this, and perhaps we run another one to like November or something. for transferring post, which probably will be like one of the smaller trains, because we like we activated some of like these ones are kind of nice. I quite like. Then we still have like the coal ones. We also have like small rift trains, and we have these electric ones. We have a lot like really small trains, which I usually like the diesel transfer trains. We have a lot of mods which have like wrongly set up dates and stuff, which is kind of annoying, but that's how it is. It's kind of hard to find sometimes which mods makes problems. It's also like they're so different. This is basically a variant, so I don't know why they don't use variants, but sometimes then you have variants where like no variants are available. It's kind of weird how it is set up. Sometimes this is also a variant, probably. Yes, everything's the same. They run until 1970, by the way. That's cool, because I quite like them. They're just like for some routes it's just not economical to use them, but I really like these ones. They're slow. They're like the steam. It's a diesel, but it's like the steam engines. And it has less power though, so I'm not sure yet what we will use. Okay, S19, okay, 32. Yeah, they're like, I like these really small, like in German it's Rangierlok, so I'm not sure what like Rangier is probably also French. Something like that, so I'm not sure. But I like them. Like, I like the look of them. And then we would have like, I mean, we don't have a route yet where like it makes sense to have like a really big, I mean, we could do it for like this train, but I still don't like it. I'm also not sure if we would like these two towns in here and these two towns then in here, something like that, or like, yeah, these two probably, because we will cut in here, and then this is our new hub or something, because at the moment no, we don't have a main hub. Like all our towns have like the hub set up for like trucks, which is kind of our logistics hub, but we don't really have like a main transfer hub. We should probably use this one, but on the other side, the other problem is like we can't extend. I quite like this train station, but it only allows us for terminals plus bypass lines. Perhaps 5. Now we have 4 terminals and bypass lines, so I'm not that sure yet how we solve it. I mean, in theory, like at the moment it should be fine with like four terminals. We could use them basically from both sides, so we have like 8 available, but not at the same time. And the other thing is like, until the update comes out, we can't switch them like dynamically anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference if you have like enough capacity in theory, because they will not use it. I hope like that the update will not break too much, so we can just like play this in like probably I hope at least that it's like completely like full with like trains and stuff. I'm also not sure how fast I want to progress, because like I realize like we should get into the 40s and 50s, so we have like decorations available, but I'm then not sure like how long I want to stay in it. And I also don't know if I want to activate like that I can buy the old trains like all the time, but I already have like really long lifespans activated, but some of them we can still like quite late, but some of them go away soon, so it all depends. I know that like we get like in the 50s, and like later we get like a lot. I have a lot of mods running, so it's just in the early days we don't really have that much like freedom in choosing, but it's also because I deactivated, like I only use European, I don't activate like the Americans and the Asian trains, which perhaps I should have done, but I mean we could probably switch it still, but I don't know. I prefer like to like just once, like do it proper European, and then perhaps we do like a desert one for like USA trains and stuff. Because I like the look of them. I really like the American trains. They're like used wrongly in real life, but I like how they look. At least they don't use them as much as they should. Because trains are quite efficient if you have like long flat areas and like long distances. They're way more efficient than like long distance trucking and stuff. But who knows? So we should just do it probably. We can do a small port. No, what we should do probably first is we should add, not an asset, we should add one of the shipyards. Oh, we have more. Like sometimes I don't know, like some assets like appear somewhere and others somewhere else. So we have, this is a like pretty modern ferry. So I already have like a decoration ship here, and like there's some deal going on or something. I don't know. I still don't like this building, but I'm not sure what to do yet. So we probably would have our, I mean the shipyard, that's one of the things. This shipyard doesn't look like a shipyard at all. It's more like how the train station, like the train terminal looks. So it's not really a shipyard. Let's add it here. Like it's for the moment. Just it's not like I have a shipyard, but I'm not sure yet. I forgot when it's available. So we add it here. It looks more like it's not a wharf. It's or not a shipyard. It's more like for painting or something, like maintenance bay. Yeah, it's a maintenance bay or something. And then probably should add another street there. Like I kind of find it hard to like find the streets I'm searching at the moment. It's because like these icons help, but not as much as I would like. It's probably this. Nope. This one, yes, it's this one. So we want like this, and then we probably wanted to curve there. Yeah, that's probably fine. So I basically like I added fences around our harbor setup. It's not like everything is fenced yet, but it's more like this is like a separate basically unit, this transfer point, and like the train yard and the harbor itself and stuff like that. I mean it's a combination and we own everything, but still it needs a bit more security and stuff. And it's not just security, it's probably like yeah, speaking is hard. What's this thing where the state taxes you when you like import stuff? I think I said it before, like I don't know why I can't. It's like my brain is going offline sometimes. It's I just don't remember. I don't know why. It's here, not. It's Can I remember it before I find it? No, customs. It's customs, damn it. I kinda get annoyed at myself sometimes with it. Like, I don't know why. When my brain does it, we're like, nope, we don't know. But I'm pretty sure we just said it. But like, nope, don't know anything about it. So, I mean, I'm adding trucks everywhere, which kind of gets, I don't know, it loads so long with all the trains we have. Yeah, we should probably like, the problem is also like we don't have many assets at the moment which fit like our timeline and the look of it and stuff like that. So it's still loading. I already removed some mods which going through all your vehicles all the time, but like, I mean, these mods enable you to like place all vehicles everywhere, which is really nice, but something like it doesn't cache or something, so I don't know if it's like building the list every time you open the probably it does. Which from a performance perspective is not really great, but really can't change it though. So I'm waiting. Perhaps the game. No, my music is still running, so the game is still on. Oh, there it is. And it's also like going to the newest object always, which annoys a lot of, like me a lot. It all depends. Some people build like, I know, some people like just build maps and stuff and don't really play. But I really like progressing through the times. Because I'm building stuff now for like smaller trains and stuff, and I hope it looks like we have old infrastructure. Like later, it looks like we have old infrastructure with like we just like can't really afford it anymore. Like it was apparently cheaper in like the early days, and now we can't afford. I mean, this one, yeah, this one spawns them like a bit more randomized. We want random colors. We don't want. Yeah, and then it spawns like. I mean, I would hope we get like random. Okay, perhaps it works out for us. Okay, that looks relatively fine. I think this one is too new, but it's fine. So. It's like our worker transport or something. It's not making so much sense, but it's fine. Yeah, we don't have randomized trucks, which is sad, but it's fine because we just placed them like always. Place some of these in there. I'm not sure why they park like so. They decided to park in this way, but that's fine. So it looks like we usually look from a distance, so it looks fine. We just want some more. So it doesn't look all the same, because like we already have like a fleet of trucks, which makes sense because like the harbor bought all of them together, and then we have like some older vehicles here which are like stored because nobody wants them really. We like already need 30s. We don't want so many like street trains or however you want to call them. But I still quite like them. And I think we still have them somewhere in use here, I think in the beginning area. Yes, no, this one is already modern. Yeah, we have one here. So we're still using them. And I love the optics, and I really love them. We set them up here for a textile mill transfer. This one is awesome. It's basically we just used like horse carriages and like added them to like a road train or something, and it is a road train. I love it. I mean, it's also not so slow. It's like, but the optics are great. It's like we just use them, and I hope we will use them forever because they should have a long life. And we probably will not remove them like actively, because I will love it if like we have like the 60s or something, and then we go back here and in the middle like this thing is still running around. I mean, you could do it. It's usually you don't do it because it's not like cost efficient or something, but yeah, I added them, but they can only drive 40 anyway because the road conditions, so it doesn't make a difference. I thought it would perhaps be better to like add faster vehicles, so that like our connection times go up, but just makes no difference if there is if we don't modernize the road, which we will not do for now. I really like this type of bus. It's kind of like, I think you can't really have them legally running anymore probably on the streets in these days, but I quite love them. So we played for like half an hour already, so there's probably a cut here, and then in the next episode we will probably continue with our harbor setup. Probably we should probably work on connecting like our harbor setup to the main line, and then probably do the postage thing, because like I'm skipping over it for a long time now, and I'm not sure why I'm not just doing it. Okay, see you soon. Thanks for watching, mates.